1964 EH Holden is about to cop a fat ass. So what we've got, fabricated 9-inch weld wheels, 4 floaters, absolutely gorgeous. I'll show you in the boot here, this is absolutely sexy. This is one clean ride. Well, that's all the spanner work done. The existing 9-inch differential sitting on the ground there with the leaf springs, sway bar and tramp rods, all the seats and boot interior sitting on the ground there. As you can see, they're the 15x7 Weld Pro Stars. So now we'll pull the tank out and we'll start chopping up the original tubs to make room for the new Mickey Thompson 275s. They'll fill those guards up. I will make mention while the vehicle is going up in the air. I do apologise, as I did fail to film the cutting of the tubs. So basically what I do, I cut them out in a couple of pieces so that way it's easy to discard them. Basically, we didn't need to salvage any of that, so I just chopped the hell out of it, get it out of the way, and then concentrate on what we need to do to make the new wheel tubs fit in the car. As you'll see in further footage, it was an odd shape wheel tub which I feel fits this vehicle perfectly. Okay, welcome back. What we've got, the EH, as you've seen a little walk around, we've got the tubs. Now this is a kit which comes from a company down in Melbourne, Victoria, I believe, McDonald's Brothers. They do some absolute fantastic work, all nice CNC laser cut, I'm guessing with the plasma. So we're four linking this thing. We started building the differential. I've got pictures of that. Unfortunately I didn't tape as much as I should have. Hey look, I'm new to this. So basically how this is going to work, they've given us this cross member and it's pretty plain and simple. Here we'll go through like so. Lift it up a bit for you. So that will go through, and we have two of them, and then we have our 4-link bar, which will go to our differential. So what we have to do is cut this piece to size. We sort of have to hope and guess that this is parallel and basically 90 degrees to the chassis, or the sills if you want to say as such. My plan is just to trim this and slot this down and then put our brackets, which I just showed you, these ones through, and then we can basically box this in and that will be nice and structural. The bit where I'm actually sitting through, that's just basically the open void for where the back seat sits. So we'll reproduce this and we'll actually make it, because this car sits extremely low and the tunnel right where it finishes up, obviously the yoke has been punishing it, and I'll show you some pictures. It's hit it quite a fair few times. Okay, so as per normal, I've changed my mind. I actually quite liked that factory cross member there. It went from sill to sill, so I got handy on the milling machine and machined up some bottom link mounts. There's our differential mount that will go to our newly fabricated mount that we just seen. And here we are putting the newly fabricated differential housing. So we're just doing a bit of a jig up, so that way we know where our bottom arms are, and we can lift it up into place and get an idea of length for our top arms. What we wisely elected to do here was the same as the bottom. We custom fabricated some top mounts there with multiple holes for your anti-squat. This being a triangulated 4-link. There's our top mounts there on the diff. As you'll see, there's a lot of measuring and remeasuring and double checking. It's all part of the process, so I'll just let you sit back and take it all in as this thing comes together. Not a glamour job, people. Not a glamour job. Okie dokie. So I'll give you a rundown. 4-link is installed, as we can see. Coilovers are installed. However, we're probably going to go for a shorter body coilover, as this one has at least 50mm extra for the ride height that we're chasing. I'll show you what I've done for the top arms there. Quite tricky really. So this was a universal kit, and what I've done, let's see if I can get it on this side. What I've done is incorporate, there we go, it's a bit better. Yeah, it's a bit tucked up there, but what I've done, I've incorporated the triangulated 4-link. Here we go. So that's our bottom, which goes to the member, and this is the front of the rear seat, that member there. So generally it comes through here on this section and up. So we've lifted the floor up a little bit. That won't hamper it too much. Basically, we'll just have to alter the base of the seat. No biggie, it's mini tubbed anyway. So That's our forelink, our bottom part of the forelink, so our bottom 2 links, and we've got full adjustment for anti-squat, same as the rear, which is gorgeously cut bracket. Now, to give you an idea of these top ones, so what I've done, I've put them in the corner right where the rail meets the top part of the back seat. Now, not that you can really see it, but if you put that just directly to the back seat there, it's not going to be adequate enough. So basically I've reinforced and braced it so that way it can take some load. Tail shaft is measured up, that's all good to go. Currently what I'm doing, I'm setting up the handbrake cable, so it gives us an idea of the length. So what we've got, I'll show you. So this is our handbrake cable. We will fit these to the under of the car, and I'll weld that to possibly the rail and the floor pan. We're not quite sure yet. We'll see what we've got to work around. However, I will just show you the process, and I haven't filmed it because it is quite lengthy and it can be boring, but basically all I've done is cut a piece of 40 by 40. I think it's a couple of mil, 2 mil wall thickness, cut them into a triangle, and then basically I've just shaped them to sort of make them look like a bit of a tombstone, really. But at least that looks quite classy, and you'll see there, that one's fallen off, you'll see there how that gets mounted on the vehicle like so. Just show simple things to make it look a lot classier, just so you're not got a piece of square steel. And that's basically what it's about. Customize it, think outside the box, use your creativity and make something out of nothing. So you can see that triangulated forelink, so there'll be no need for a panhard or a Watts linkage or a Jacob's ladder, not something you see very often. So there's our triangulated forelink there, left to right. The brackets are different left to right, but look, it isn't going to matter that much. It is a street car. Gorgeous fabbed differential housing. So calipers are on. So there we go, cables are done. I've used the factory, which comes from up under there, which has that pulley system. Somewhere there. Then that runs out to here. So what I've done, these are my custom-made brackets, as I showed before. And I've angled them out to the actual lever on this side here to reduce the amount of angle. I put a nice little billet that's captive. So I'll just pan out, you can have a look at the whole thing there. Okay, job complete. The mini tubs and the 275 arrangement in the back of the EH is complete. As you can see, it has totally changed the aesthetic looks of this car. It is seriously sexy. Fabricated 9-inch, converted to a 4-link, so we no longer have our leaf sprung rear end. We've had to do a whole bunch more fab work in the boot because of the customer wanting this car to be respectively low. The differential and the 4-link, the top parts of the 4-link bracket wanted to hit basically the boot floor, which I'll show you. So yeah, I'll stand aside and show you guys what it looks like. It's definitely a change. It looks really sexy.